Hey Indiegogo backers, it's Cyberfrog, warts and all, the complete collection of every Cyberfrog comic from the 1990s in one hardcover omnibus collection. More than 328 pages of frog fun gathered together for the first time ever for one low price, with plenty of amazing stretch goal bonuses to keep fans jumping. Back it today, only on Indiegogo.
Wow, they're really getting shorter and shorter, aren't they?
Yeah, it's
Remember?
concise does it. Buy my book. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's all you really need. When you get to this point, I suppose, you're going off the back of $1 million campaign. It's just, hey, there's another one.
Yeah.
But
Ah,
we have decided to talk Cyberfrog today. Just because no one else is talking about it. There's no one out there, who wants to talk about it. It's a massive event.
yeah.
Obviously, maybe a little bit of a bending of the truth, but yeah, no, I remember I did a video on the launch of Wrecked Planet on. That was sort of like a big moment. Like, this was the day that proved, was this all a fluke? Or was it actually going to grow? And that's when it went huge. So obviously, super happy and excited, and there's a lot of buzz surrounding this. So I thought, let's do a show on this campaign because it's massive, and also there's been a little bit of drama, hasn't there, Blue?
Or controversy or
Well,
objection
Just
or
just a
something.
little, just a little
Yeah.
bit. I mean, you can't make waves like this without, you know, hitting a couple of people the wrong way.
Right.
But
Or wrong.
I did I did a kind of clickbait saying, "Is there a controversy?" And Mel asked me, "What's the controversy? What's wrong?" And I'm like, we'll talk about it on the show."
when when you're out of range where she can't punch you in the shoulder for faking her out. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
nah, like it's a little. Actually, this campaign is a little bit different the way he's done the executive box. So we will, talk about that. But I thought we can
Mhm.
also just kind of talk through the campaign. I've been so busy these last few weeks that I haven't really even been keeping up with many streams.
Mhm.
So I only had a vague awareness that this thing was happening. I had no idea what was going to be in it or anything like that, or what it looked like. So this is going to be kind of my first time that I'm going to be going through this. But before we do that, let's see which brave souls have decided to come and join us tonight on this slightly late stream today. We've got Jim Cox. How you going, buddy? Why would the comic book cartel come after me?
Oh, well, we'll get to that.
Okay, okay. Um, I love this comment from Mo. Every time you think he's changed his ways, old backsliding Bancroft switches start times. Well, when you've got Ethan, Zach, Cecil, John, Frager all streaming talking about what's and all, I thought, let's just push it back a little bit and give, some people maybe a slightly different option. Best laid plans and all that. Jim Cox is here. No, Jim Cox is who I said to already. It's
Hmm.
Black Rose Comics is here. He says, "What's up, chat? How you going?"
Also, Jim Cox wants to hear the texture in your vocal cords. He wants you to turn up a bit.
Oh, does he? Oh
Hmm.
my goodness. How do I do that? All right. Usually this thing does the trick. I'll do this. I'll do that. Did that do anything? Hello? Did that do anything? I can take up the gain. I don't know if that works it out though. Is that any better?
Oh, that's nice. So, yeah, yeah. I think
Okay, cool.
that's.
Cool, cool. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Stefani, how you going, buddy? Great to see you here. Wait, is Bancroft doing an EVS shill stream? Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a shill stream. Usually the shill streams we have the person on, but um he's busy doing something else right now.
There are a
I
few
got-
things we're going to go over, Leroy, including good things and bad things done, just as how should campaigns be. That's some of
yeah,
what I
and
have in
it's
mind.
kind of based a little bit off your stream, Leroy, that I just got finished watching as well. That 45-minute stream you did the other day. And you guys were talking about, how these campaigns are run and set up, and some of your frustrations and what you like and all that sort of stuff. So we can kind of go over a little bit of that as well. Anyone who isn't aware, Leroy has his fan-only stream that he does, and he's starting to do it regularly now, and I think it's a really good show. How chat in EVS stream right now? Yes, absolutely. I was over there listening.
Mhm.
Hello, Canuck. How are you? X Vicious is here. Frog G. Putting in those links. Thank you so much. Lord Finatra. Great to see you again, buddy. Felix Haas, Todd's Truth. Who else? Keaton Smith. Great to see you here. He got the $200 perk at number 32. Well, congratulations, my friend.
Nice.
Yeah, I woke up and it was all done. It was all done and dusted. I was like, what? Oh, well. Things happen, eh? Antoine, he says, cheers all. Great to see you here, Antoine. Oh, Bandito. I was listening to Liam and Bandito hang out the other night. It seemed like it went on for hours, but I was fine because I was drawing. And Liam was playing a video game or a computer game, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I don't play games. He was building a bridge, and I kept trying to get him to kill a turtle. It was very funny. I like those streams. I like the streams. It's just a couple of guys just talking, about things that we're interested in. It doesn't have to be a big production.
No, I'm trying to think, like, why did he need to kill the turtle?
Oh, he didn't. It was just there, and I'm like, go kill that turtle. And then he was trying to fight this guy, and he kept dying. And I was like, use the turtle to make yourself a body armor.
Okay, so you are one notch eviler than Liam. Got it. Yes.
Yes,
to keep it score.
Yes. Well, it was a computer turtle. It was a vectorized turtle. Christopher John, great to see you here. Nova Blast. Rick Saylor, great to see you here.
Turtles.
Yes. Well, I had to live up to my baby killer Bancroft name. Edwin Acevedo, great to see all you guys here. That's so cool. I know that it's a big day going on out there. And did I see Johnny there? Johnny Rando.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hang on. I mean, I could watch it. I'm perfectly happy with I'm not allowed on the panel. I really dig that. I didn't actually catch it live, but I caught the replay, and I thought it was a good discussion, and I thought it was pertinent to this campaign, because it is it. Hang on, where have we gone? No.
Hello.
No, there we are. There we
Lots
are.
of buttons.
I know, things going around. $250,000, and it's still the first day.
Mm-hmm.
Has that happened before? Did that happen with Wreck Planet? I don't remember what happened with Wreck Planet.
No, I don't think Wreck Planet made it this far in one day. I think it took them just a little bit longer.
Wow. Well done, Ethan. I sent him a tweet, and I said, having him there, it's just this fantastic inspiration for anyone out there who wants to, pursue this as something to do, because, I mean, there's no higher than that. It's like he could be he's definitely probably going to be the first person to make kind of like $10 million off comic book crowdfunding. Although now he's getting into, I mean, a lot of this has got to do with toys and apparel and everything as well. So it is kind of expanding out. But I mean, off his own comic book IP, and I think that's just, I'm a huge proponent of the rising tide lifts all ships, and Keaton says half a day. Oh my goodness!
It seems that other people want to imitate what he is now, but he got there stepwise. I mean, I know the Blood Honey book took a long time to actually come out, and in the meantime, he took other steps that eventually led to him having the toys on the Wrecked Planet campaign, etc. So somebody put it to me recently that a title really needs to earn its popularity before you go for the accessories, even posters. I mean, if you want to throw in bookmarks, things that kind of fit in there, but really selling the merchandising, that has to be on a title that has earned its stripes in terms of being popular, where it's the first issue has shown this is worthwhile. Ethan has that career behind him, so it's a little bit different. You know what the artwork quality will be, and if people, if you're saying people are going to be encouraged by Ethan's success, yes, but they might be encouraged to jump off the wrong pier too soon. They need to work their way there step by step.
It's been a long road for him with risks taken, but also, I mean, no, you're exactly right. Much impersonated, never replicated at the moment, at least.
Oh well, no one wants a replicator. I mean, why would
but no one wants that. We don't want that kind of evil.
No, but if you're an unknown trying to put out action figures, you might want to rethink that investment. Yeah.
Johnny Rando has got some shots to take at the apparel. Well, we'll check out the apparel later. But yeah, no, you're exactly right on that. The games and the toys and even posters and stuff. You got to make people care about it first. So yeah, launching and seeing even get a 6-figure campaign. It's probably going to take someone like Clint Stoker a lot of promoting and pushing to get his campaign. It's his third successful campaign up to those numbers, and he's a well-known guy around CG, and he's got great looking books and all that sort of stuff. But even then, it's a big uphill battle.
That's one of the weird things about bringing established. Wait, have we finished greeting everybody? Nova Blast, hello. I just think we have. You agreed with me. Okay. Hi, Rick Saylor. Forgot to acknowledge you earlier, and I'm glad to see Shane Burgess, and of course Mo, my role model. Good to see you. Okay, some people like the limousine treatment that certain established pros are getting in terms of they're being escorted in, they're being displayed on streams already, but they haven't proven themselves yet. Not to knock saying, "Hey, here's my friend. He's a good guy," but their book is still going to have to prove itself to me. And then I think at this point, Absolutely. If Bandito were on the stream, he would say every campaign deserves to be looked at, but every book has to convince you to buy it or something like that. I don't know.
No. He would hang his head and he'd say, I say it every time.
Yeah.
Every book. We love you, Bandito. That was a really enjoyable stream with you and Liam yesterday. You guys should do that more often. Liam found himself just way ahead with his work, and apparently all of his artists are either sick or otherwise indisposed. So yeah, it was good times. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Well, Odie apparently is already on military service leave thing that they have to do.
Oh.
So that's all happening. But anyway, back to this campaign. I'm not going to read through it all. I think we all know what it is. It's all the bits and bobs of all the old stuff. And correct me if I'm wrong, but he's not touching the interiors. I mean, he's just putting it together.
I believe they're original. I need to mute up, and if you can give me a moment. I believe they're all original. Where the floppy reprints are new color.
Right. Okay. Well, either way, this cover is just... Was it Leroy the other day talking about like how friggin' amazing this cover is? How Ethan has, just kind of hit his stride and is doing his best work at the moment with this stuff. And I mean, I really couldn't agree more. But not also as well. Don't forget Carl Ritter. I mean, the guy is just... The things he does with colors, it's kind of magic. It's kind of magic. So it's like it's both of them together. It's kind of a thing that's worth more than the sum of its parts. Perhaps it's just the perfect joining together of two artists at the top of their game. I think Leroy disagrees with Johnny, and he says he can't wait to get the hoodie. Well, I can't wait to check it out. All right. So I wanted to wait for Blue, because I feel like Blue knows a bit more about what's in all these things. The Junior Executive Edition, let's just scroll up here actually. So there's the executive box, and this is the situation as far as I was aware that he had 500 executive boxes because he's already got 500 of those little metal miniatures. He's got them already, so that was what it was capped out at. And when I heard that, when I saw it, it was already sold out, and I was like 500 is really low. You did 2,500 of the honeycomb box, and even if you did 1,500, I think that would be pretty, conservative. But then I heard Ethan say that it's because he's linked it to those things. My question for that is, is that would it not have been possible to add those later? After you've gotten, say, over 1,000, 1,500 or so sales, and say, and now remember in the Wrecked Planet one, we didn't know that we were getting Salamandroid toy and all that sort of stuff in the executive box.
Right.
It was added later. It was like an addition.
Right. He wasn't even sure about doing it until later.
Exactly. And I think that was the absolute best way of handling this subscription box thing, which is it starts off small and then it grows. Mm-hmm. Whereas, this time around, it seems pretty full already, and then he's sold out, and then he's uploaded more. And I know he talked about that earlier, so people were aware of it. Maybe they were aware of it. I don't know. I did see in the chat some of the people were like, well, hang on, I got in the first 500. And now, essentially, each of those executive boxes is going to be half as rare for people who care about that sort of stuff. Some people do, a lot of people don't.
Right.
But, if people do, and then they've paid a lot of money for it, it is now half as rare. And some people suggested maybe you could number the first 500 or something like that. Yeah, Rick, he sold out of them in less than 30 minutes. This is what I'm thinking. I mean, I am not one to tell Ethan Van Skype how to run a campaign at all. But I don't know the situation with the miniatures. How expensive they are, or if he could have made more. Is there a reason why he couldn't have made 1,500 to 2,000?
They take time, but once you're tooled up, if these are cast, because I believe they're solid metal. He said they were metal, so I would presume that they're not a metal coated plastic. But he said they're, which is kind of lame. But anyway, he said that they're metal, so you've got time to tool up, and after that, you just you can run it like a print job, but that still has to be scheduled with the rest of the manufacturing for whoever's doing this. Something or other in who is it? Oh, Lucid over in England. I don't know. He just said, I think I can only do 500 because of the price.
Because that's what he had, yeah.
Now, if you look at the price differences, the executive box there has a different hardcover in it, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that he said on the pre-launch stream, or maybe it was on the launch stream, one of the two, so only two to go through, that the slipcase hardcover is thicker than the regular hardcover, the non-slipcase, because it has some additional material in it. And then, so that's one difference. So you've got that price there. So you get the slipcase hardcover for $100 US, of course. And that comes with the fanzine. I forget what it's actually called. So you got that for $100, and then you take the three other books at $10 each. That's $130, and the executive box on top of that is the difference. Then is the miniature. So that miniature is the last $70. He's got to make profit out of that $70. Yeah. So what did profit for the miniature? Because I'm already incorporating whatever profit he's making for each item, just by adding up the other ones. So lots of analysis. Yay, that's thrilling to listen to. Anyway. So out of the $70, how much of that's got to be cost and markup? These things could cost $50 to make each. Yeah. Shipped. What shipped to him.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it is what it is. We were talking about this. We were looking because I know that I'd seen in the chat some people were kind of grumbling, but I don't think I checked Twitter and I didn't see anyone really complaining or anything like that. Someone mentioned earlier, the exclusivity here. It was Nova Blast, and it wasn't guaranteed or even implied. I did find that Ethan had mentioned that he was in contact before he even launched the campaign with the miniature guy to say, heads up, we might need another 500. It kind of bums me out a little bit here because I really don't think I'll be able to grab this. No. As much as I might like to, because 200 US is a bit rich for my blood, just kind of on the spot, and it looks like these will be gone by tomorrow. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Brilliant Bancroft, you want us to stop watching EVS to come watch you talk about EVS? Well, you know what it's like when he gets all those people on there. I mean, it all changes. It's you have a 99.99999% greater chance of having your comment brought onto the screen over on this on this channel. Hey Vilna, does it bother you at all that you were in the 500 club until you weren't? I don't know. Does it bother people? I mean, it wouldn't bother me, but not very little things bother me.
I posted one question while Vilnet answers. I posted one question on a video, and I got a ridiculous answer. I asked if he'd be differentiating them, like if it does when he signs them, might he number them or something like that? Because there are some people who care about that. By the way, I don't care. Just so you know, when I might be representing other people's points of view. Those aren't my own. I don't care. So anyway, with the first 500, is he going to be signing them a little bit differently, maybe with a numbering or anything like that? And the answer I got back was he made more from a fan. So there's a lot of rabid fans of EVS in there.
People get pretty defensive when it comes to Ethan.
God. It's like just let him answer his own question, please. Yeah, it was so that was pretty bad. But I'm curious to know if just academically to know if he's going to do anything to keep them separate because they were the first 500 backings.
Yeah. And as Cryptic Comic says here, it did say limited on the campaign. So yeah, what he says on the live streams and Twitter. I mean, obviously, that's the kind of the nature of a lot of what's, happened with crowdfunding in Comicsgate and outside, like things kind of change, things happen on the fly, especially, with these massive campaigns, even small changes can have huge ripple effects. But that was one of the things that I think everyone kind of brought up in Leroy's stream. And also I know we've talked about on this channel a bit as well too, is, people prefer to know, or at least they like to know, or they appreciate to know, what they can get and then have it not change. Because what happens a lot of times is, you buy something and then stuff gets added, and, that's kind of like the catch-22, isn't it? You want to keep the campaign going and, keep fueling that fire. But at the same time, you keep adding stuff, then all those people who backed you on the first day or early on in the campaign, now they're without it.
Right.
So they don't have it anymore. So now they have to either refund or and then buy it again, or just back twice and all that sort of stuff. And it all adds up. And that's why the subscription box, the way it was done in Wrecked Planet, was so cool, because it really did just start off as kind of a box with a couple of comics in it. And you knew that whatever is added to this thing, you're gonna be getting it. Whereas here, I guess because he's linked it with the toy, with the metal miniature thing, it's not going to quite work out that way. What is the junior box? Is that going to work as a subscription as well?
I don't believe so, but let's scroll on down. If you click it once and only once.
All right, let's see if I'm not logged in, so it's fine.
Okay, good.
I'm not going to dox myself.
I can do that for you. Anyway.
Where? Oh my goodness.
Actually, Young Gigante said something about people can refund. I'll get to that in a minute. Seriously. All right, so we've got the slipcase hardcover, which is different from the plain hardcover. I'd really like someone to confirm for me that I did hear that correctly, that the two hardcovers are different. The slipcase has more content. And then the Frogapalooza zine. There we go, the fanzine. This does not appear to be a subscription one.
No, it doesn't seem like it, does it?
However, he did build this fairly well, where if you go in, you can do an add-on for, I think I didn't click through this one yet. You can do an add-on for the number 3 for the recolored Cyberfrogs that he's reprinting, but that'd be the Unforgettable Tales number 3. Only I don't remember if you can do an add-on for the line art variant covers on Unforgettable Tales 1 and 2. So if you can, then what you can do is you can build the senior executive box without the statue, and just that's your money right there.
Mm-hmm.
Junior will have exclusive stretch goals. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. All right. I mean, Johnny Rando said it doesn't bother him how many ads. It wouldn't bother me either. I don't buy these things. I'm not thinking about, exclusivity. Although it is nice to know that they are, rare. And that's another thing that I tweeted when I said to Ethan, these campaigns, there's just so much amazing energy and buzz around them. You really do feel like you're kind of getting in on the ground floor of something awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just personally a little bit bummed that it looks like I won't be able to get this this now, subscription thing.
Just to get it out of the way, the people who were bothered that dust cover exclusive possibility. Okay, thanks, Jim. For the people there were people who were bothered that now it's less rare by half. That one of the nastier responses to that I saw was, well, too bad for you. You can't sell it on eBay now. And I thought that was an unnecessary thing. But obviously, if people are looking to sell something on eBay, they've gotten it for investment. And if they see something like this happen on the first day, they already know that the refund button, still works for them. It's not like it's gone from pink to gray. Mm-hmm. So, these people are more disappointed in what they feel. Notice feel EVS did. Or look, Yolama Gigante, looking for a reason to be offended, right? If they were looking for investment, they can just dump it right there and say, I'm not taking the risk versus reward on investment because the reward isn't there now that they're less limited.
Keaton really wants me to spend that Lucent money. No, I'm saying I can actually do it. I just won't have any money left for that life thing, bills and food. 200 US is, I think it's probably about 300 and something, 320-ish Australian, which isn't as bad as what it was when I bought the honeycomb box. I had to save up for months for that thing. I won't be able to buy. I wouldn't be able to buy this until at least like 3 or 4 days, if I could even then. And then I think they're going to be gone by then. They're going to be gone. Leroy's wondering if EVS stopped streaming. Well, maybe he did, because we do have 77 people in here. Welcome, everybody. If anyone is new, thank you so much for joining. Well, even if you're not new, thank you so much for being here. But consider subscribing. No, we do this every day.
Mm-hmm. Hi guys. Oh, I don't know this name. DJ2K Comics.
Yes, we've had him here before.
Okay, sorry, I missed you. I don't begrudge anybody feeling a little shorted because he went ahead and made more, but he did warn ahead of time. I think a little bit poorly the night before the release that he was trying to get more, and poorly only because of the way he put it. I went back and reviewed it, and he was saying it's essentially downplaying. If I get a good deal, then I'll put out 500 more if I get a good deal, instead of I really expect to get a good deal. Be surprised if it doesn't happen. That's a different way to put it, where the shock to the I thought it was going to be only 500 crowd is reduced by that. Of course, you're never going to make everybody perfectly happy, but there's at least one thing.
There you go. Edwin says this is the stream to be on. It seems like he did just end. So welcome to everyone of Ethan's fans. You can probably see I'm one of you. So thank you so much for being here. All right, let's continue on. What have we got here? Unfrog 3 comic book. So he's just... does anyone know what this is? This is Unforgettable Tales.
I'm matching it up to old things.
What does it say? One copy of the new foil embossed Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales 3. Oh, so I haven't gotten my Unforgettable Tales yet.
No.
So is that 1 and 2 you get in that package?
The 1 and 2 were with Wrecked Planet, and then he's doing a variant cover. I asked him, he answered. He's doing a variant cover for Unfrog 1 and 2 with just the line art, and I asked if this was going to be colored on the inside or is it going to be line art through the whole book. He said it's colored interiors, and that's just if you scroll down a little bit. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll your screen.
Maybe I should let
There
you
we
try.
go. So there's the line art variants from the Unfrog
yes,
from before.
yes, I saw that tweet. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So then the Unforgettable Tales 3 is new to this campaign.
Out of anyone, Ethan should definitely be doing interior line art editions. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer. The amount of time he works on them.
We end up with so many variations that it's just simplify it. Line art cover, line art interior. Don't cross the color and yeah.
Lama Giganti says he hasn't shipped the orders that had the preview Wrecked Planet. I don't think I got that, but I'm in Australia, so you never really know when I'm going to get my stuff. I like here the said does everyone get this slip cover or no? You have to get you have to get like a slip cover version or something. Is there just a version without a slip cover?
There is a version without a slip cover. It's $30.
Okay. $30. Wow, that's
right there. Basic hardcover.
That's pretty awesome. $30. Mm-hmm. All right. But going up that slipcover, that's cool. I like the frog texture, the gold on it as well.
Dang it! I'll be back in a minute. Okay, this will be faster.
Yeah, go for it. All right. And again, that cover, jeez. I didn't even want to imagine how long it would take me to draw a cover like that. Wallaby stole my copy? maybe. KL, great to see you here. Look at these new people, Blue. He says Rainbow Brute looks like it will be hilarious.
God, I hope so.
I hope so as well. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I'm like super enthused about Rainbow Brute as everyone else is. Hang on, let me take you full screen.
So that slipcover reminds me of this version of The Hobbit, but with better, like sharper texture. And it, I don't know. So I really
that just looks like normal leather texture.
No, it's not. It's faux, I guess. Anyway, this first came out in the 60s. This is like a 90s reprint. So, but yeah, it just reminded me of that, and it got me excited. Like, this is going to be really, really cool, except grippier, So,
yeah, that would be cool if it's like you put your hands over it and it sticks. Am I taking away your solo layout, or have you got other stuff to show?
I'm done with that.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go back to this. Should we talk about these beanies? What do you reckon, Blue? Be honest.
I'm not generally a beanie guy unless it's really cold out, and I'm partial more to green than yellow. But that Comicsgate logo, the baseball-looking logo there on the first one, just for the logo, that's tempting right there. The word Comicsgate.
Are these a bit Jersey?
Yes.
Is that like they're a bit Jersey, aren't they? Like I feel like just the style of them, the way they look.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I know too much about Jersey, but I just get that kind of feeling.
Yeah. Now, my favorite of the beanies would be the simple green logo on the front, even though I don't care about the striping, rather than the big word Cyberfrog.
I'm more like I preferred just John's one, just with the simple logo on the front. Mm-hmm. The rest of this stuff, it's not really for me. And again, even with the all the trimming and stuff on these caps, mm-hmm. It's too much for me. But people seem to be liking it. So
that putting the seams in an alternate color is a new style, and now we've got the printing under the bill. So yeah.
Hello, Mr. Poland. How are you?
Paul. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. We're just going through this little campaign that came up today. Just a little one.
Just a tad little indie campaign.
What do you think of the beanies? Humble.
The beanies?
Yeah, what do you think of the beanies and the cat? What do you think of the apparel? Let me go up to the top here. We're talking apparel now. We've gone through the books and everything. Ethan can't launch a campaign without having some kind of controversy. So we've just talked about that a little bit. But
hopefully,
what do you reckon? What do you think?
Hail to the chat, by the way.
Absolutely.
What's
Check
going
how many
on, guys?
people we've got in here, Poland.
I know. I was in the chat. I don't know if you saw me haranguing you guys, but
I didn't. Sorry, it's moving quickly.
I know. I was in there. I said, "Does anyone want me to hop in, or they got it?" They said, "No, it needs a second win." So here I am.
I like how they're honest. Hey, X Vicious has the exact same copy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's pretty common, I think. But yeah, cool.
So this attire looks pretty slick. I'll be honest.
You like it? It's your kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if I was one to buy a beanie, these beanies look pretty slick. And the detailing on the ball cap too is pretty neat. Reasonably priced as well.
Yeah, see, I like my stuff more like sleek and single colored. So, but I guess that's just my own personal preference.
And for me, if I can go I'm more like Yamagigante, who says these all look too busy. But if I'm going to go with something busy, I go all the way without being gaudy, which is that green ball cap right there. It's busy, but it's not gaudy.
Mm-hmm. Now, having said that, if anyone handed me these, I would wear them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just to, you know.
I think it definitely fits the nature. And these hoodies are next level as well. I'm not a hoodie person, but I like the inside color and stuff.
He was saying, you know, he's talking to the embroiders. That is so true. I used to make clothing and stuff like that. And he was saying that the embroiders were like, oh, we need to simplify it down. He was like, no. You need to just do it better. And that is so true. That's been my experience with embroiders all the time. You know, that I always would, they would come back with me with what I'd sent them, and then it just wouldn't be up to snuff. And I'd say, but look at this, look at these people, look what they're doing. And they just kind of look at me like, But now, apparently he says it's going to look really cool.
He did warn something on stream that's technical but important, because I tested it. If you get a cap and then do the hoodie as an add-on, you end up getting charged shipping for each. And so that's 2 shipping charges within one purchase. So he says, don't do that. Start with the big thing first, and then you won't get any additional shipping on the little stuff.
It's amazing. I leave for a weekend, and Ethan's made another $250,000. So
oh no.
He's probably going to ask you to leave more often.
Yeah.
I wonder if he would like to push me an auto loan.
You know, as well, I haven't refreshed this page. So at the end of the show, and especially since apparently he ended pretty much as we started, we will be claiming all backers as ours tonight. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a pretty epic Bancroft bump.
Pretty epic.
What did Mo say at the start of the show in one of the comments? The Bancroft bump made Cyberfrog jump. That's
This is the place to come if you want to learn how to jump.
I should have been looking at this. Look, we get an actual proper view of all the hoodies here. Like I said, I haven't actually gone through this this campaign yet. I'll probably end up getting the Junior Executive Edition. Because what he was saying about that Frogger Palooza zine looked pretty cool, and I definitely want to get my hands on that slipcover. I love the slipcovers. They're really cool.
When I asked him about those line arts, he said color interiors. He said a lot of this is presented as it was when it was original. So I have a few of the 96s here. It's funny, the 96 in the collector guides is labeled first series when it's actually the second series, because the first was in 94. There was a 2-part, but these I don't know if they've been recolored or retouched or anything like that, but he's presenting them as they were. So for example, the crossover Cyberfrog and Creed was black and white, so we should expect to see that in black and white in the hardbound thing.
Cool. Keaton asks, what do you think it will end at 30 and 60 days? Well, my question was, what did Wrecked Planet make on its first day? I can't remember if it was this big. You said probably not. I don't know. I mean, I think we can say it's going to break 500,000. That's clear. But how much higher can it go? You know, you've got to think at some point. I mean, it's not the 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 new Cyberfrog story. It's not the Blood Honey Wrecked Planet thing. Lama Giganti says 500,000. I think it's destined to break 500,000. I mean, it's already we're not even a day through and it's already 250,000.
Yeah, well, 200,000 plus. Excuse me a moment. Just for the 1,000 executive boxes, the shipping on those is 20 each, so that's 20,000, and then 200 each. So you got 220,000. Duh. Oh my gosh, sorry, bad math. 220,000 right there, and then after that, it's everything else.
Yep. So Lam Giganti says Wrecked was bigger first day, he believes. And then Leroy points out he hasn't even done any stretch goals yet. And as well, I don't know, is it just me? I feel like there's more in these, in those executive boxes from the beginning, but he's only got 1,000 up there. Now those Blood Honey subscription boxes, I mean, he had them going pretty much the entire time. So that was like a constant fuel.
You mean Wrecked Planet?
Wrecked Planet, sorry. Wrecked Planet. Keaton is saying 1 million. I don't know. I mean, that would be awesome. Imagine just like every big campaign you do is $1 million. What a life.
This is almost where we want to compare units rather than dollars.
Numbers. All right, let's go up and take a look at the numbers. Right. So yeah, look, it's only 1,500. But it's a huge number. So this is the hardcore fans, snapping up these executive boxes pretty much.
Go ahead, refresh.
All right.
Without signing yourself out.
I know. I just double checked as I pressed it. How much did we make? I didn't even look. Welcome to the show, the least professional show in Comicsgate.
I was watching the backer number. He has 17 more. And do you want to move me down so that when Poland comes back, we can see him?
If that happens. I think
right.
he just popped his head in for a bit of clout, to be perfectly honest. There you go. There's a point. This campaign is the best comics reading value thus far. So how many pages are we talking all up?
He said 13 different issues. Let me look online here. I've got, who are they? I've got a comic shop a database open.
Sketch says 1 million. Who bets against me? Shane Burgess points out that there's only 20,000 left in these executive boxes. So he's going to really have to stump pretty hard to, get up to those astronomical numbers past this. And, without the big ticket items. I mean,
he says there are 13 issues in there. I count 14. So one of us is wrong, probably me. And the 2 and 96, 7 and 2, 7.
Leroy says 328 pages.
That's good.
Leroy comes off as a guy who's like, I don't care about anything. I'm just like super chill. But he's always there. He's like a massive. I'm going to say it. He's a massive simp for Ethan. No, he's like a huge super fan.
Michael, are you just dogging everyone tonight? You're dogging me. You're dogging Leroy.
I didn't think you'd hear that because you were away.
I just checked again. There are 15 different issues here in the database. But what's great about this? Oh, sorry.
Go on. Who's going on? You continue, Blue.
What's great about this is you were talking about value in there. I threw this in the comment right before Leroy ended his stream, so we didn't get to chat about it much last night. We in the real value in the Wrecked Planet box was how many different stories are in there before you get to things like variant covers. I can't really tell people everything I think or Comicsgate is going to collapse and everybody will go broke because sometimes I look at it in terms of, well, why do I need variant covers? Because the story inside's the same. Okay. If you like variant covers, by all means, support your creators. So if you're just looking at variant covers, content without looking at variant covers, there was a lot of that in the Honeycomb box, at least 4 different issues. And so here on this one, as tying into what you were saying like a minute ago, Mike, yeah, there's a lot of value in this, which is why I've been adding up the issues. There's like 15 floppies worth plus all the extra material, and then the fanzine.
And if you want, I mean, are you saying you can get the full 15 issues just in this thing?
Yeah. It doesn't have.
$30.
It allegedly doesn't have all the extra non-floppy material, but anyway, there we are.
Nice. You can't go wrong with that, really. That's exciting. That's exciting.
That's right, Mo.
Okay, the all three is those 3 floppies up there all together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, there you go. People are. It's funny. Some people are saying 400, 500,000. A couple of people have said 1 million. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to get to 1 million, but I've been shocked. I've been, I've been wrong before. So it's just that, without those massive tiers, sustaining throughout the entire campaign, it's going to be difficult. But I think the Unforgettable Tales came out and surprised everyone. When that happened, and that was like $10 an issue. You made some obscene amount of money as well.
Oh yeah, the box on the Wrecked Planet campaign, that was $500,000 right there, plus shipping charges. And then the box on this case is not quite $250,000, if sold out. So it will be a bit more difficult.
Leroy says he talks so much shit to me, he had to let him take a shot once in a while. Vanessa. Is Vanessa here as well? There she is. Hello, Vanessa.
Hello.
Welcome back. I saw you on Leroy's channel too. Great to have
Bancroft's
you here.
taking all the shots tonight.
I know. Well, I take most of my shots at Mel, and then
fire,
and then I have to cop it when I go back inside. But that happens. Hey, while I've got some people here, we should look at the Lucent as well. I get to do that, don't I?
Mm. So
I get to do the old bait and switch.
Looking at this, what would you do better? And try to specify. What would you do better about the Lucent campaign? Now that you see how EVS does things without the shipping constraint of having to ship across the ocean.
I thought about things that I would do differently, say with posters and little extras and stuff like that. Not saying my campaign is perfect or anything, but like when I think about it, I think it was going back to what you were talking about earlier. I don't know if I could or I should have done things more like what Ethan did, because I'm finding out already it can almost seem overwhelming when you're in the middle of it. I'm getting the my little 10-page preview comic printed today. That'll be in my hands. I'm getting a bunch of copies done so I can check the colors and everything. Mm-hmm. But managing all this stuff, it's a full-time job in and of itself. So, look, I heard Lord Finatra talking about it, on that stream the other day, saying, it's probably a better idea to keep it simple, to kind of emulate someone more like Zach on your first campaign, and not try and copy what Ethan's doing, because he's got a bunch of balls in the air and they all must be incredibly expensive balls. That's a weird way to say it, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Look, there's maybe someone could come to me and say, no, you should have done this, and that could have worked, but I don't know. What do you think, Blue?
I think you would have probably offered free sketch cards for only the first hour and not the first 24.
Right. That's a lot of drawing, huh?
One of the balls in the air right there.
Yeah. I was warned about that too. Both Carl and Wanga both warned me about that, and I said, "What are you guys talking about? You guys are well-known names. You've been on Ethan's channel. People know who you are. It's not going to be that many cards." And then 130 cards later, I was like, you know, well, this is a good problem to have.
I was tweeting it as hard as I could.
I think one of my only knocks on it, and this was very early on, was that you had the preview of the cover, but the cover wasn't guaranteed at that point. Remember?
Yeah, right.
Before the funding came in for the UV.
I remember it had to be minimum like 7,000, and I wanted to try and, you know, push it out. But I was like, if I get to 7,000, I will do it. And then when it looked like I would get more than 7,000, I pushed it back just to kind of give myself a bit of a buffer. Yeah, that was kind of like my only, you know, you're playing with the big boys now if you can afford to have a spot cover kind of thing. Because I genuinely, when I saw the price, I was like, well, that ain't happening. So that was a really good surprise.
It caught my eye immediately.
Yeah. It had, people have brought that up. People have brought up the colors and everything. So there's definitely things I'll be trying to, be carrying forward to the next campaign for sure. But who knows? You know, I might, look to Ethan a little bit and see what's possible that I could take going forward. I've got a couple little ideas. For one of them would be the posters would be way cheaper than what I did. I didn't really have any idea yet, that whole process and all that kind of stuff. So, just little stuff to creep up the average order value, because there's people who've gotten fewer backers than me, but have much higher numbers than me. But I think that'll be, easier to get as well in the next campaign, because there's another book. There'll be 2 books. So, Vilned says EVS will be adding a blood honey box later in the campaign. What blood honey box?
Like the Wrecked Planet honeycomb box. He'll be adding an empty box like that to the campaign. But those boxes, those are like, when you get them plain at the LCS, they retail for like $10. So a lot of that is getting it painted and getting the artwork straight, and that's a lot of the big value in it.
Yeah, but those things, those things are like, if you get it printed and put together and everything, I'm pretty sure they have to be done by hand when they're assembled.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, so there's cost goes up.
Yeah.
So, but what'll be nice is now if you got the variant covers of Cyberfrog, like some of us did, you'll have something to wrangle them all together into one spot on your shelf.
Yeah. Billy wants to know if the Fosters take out Joe.
I think
actually, yeah.
I don't want to dox Joe's message the following day, but I mean, I wish he'd tweeted it out, don't you guys?
Oh yes.
I mean, it was poetry. I was like, I am so happy that I've hired this guy to be my editor, because this guy can write. He was talking about the bodily effects that 2 massive cans of Foster's had on him the following morning, and it was a thing of beauty. If he allows it, we'll definitely have to send that message out, because it was a thing of beauty. It was very colorful language. Let's just say that.
I hold my manhood cheap now that I missed that. Unfortunately, business came up, but I wish I had been here for the Foster's show.
Oh man, I mean, it didn't disappoint at the time. I thought that people were exaggerating a little bit on, what Foster's actually tastes like. No, it is, it's genuine. It's a genuine thing. It really tastes like what you would imagine kangaroo piss is. I've been going around saying it tastes like kangaroo piss, but I haven't had anyone yet tell me, so you drink kangaroo piss, do you?
Well, maybe I got lucky in that respect.
Hey, kangaroo piss was my
creation. Festivities.
No, you got very lucky.
It was a fun night, though. It was a fun night. Everyone seemed a bit more loose and a bit friendlier. Like, there was a lot of giving each other shit on it going on.
Like we're all suffering in prison together.
Exactly. Well, some of us are.
Michael, are you still in prison?
The prison door is we're allowed out now. We're allowed out after dark. It's cracking open. The warden is like listening to reason just slightly. So we're not out yet, but we're allowed out after dark. It's things are moving in the right direction at least.
Okay. I will make a mental note of this.
So Rick says you'll get a can of Foster's with every book backed. Maybe not. The shipping can get expensive, especially with what are the cans already 375 mils as it is.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of shipping, so I think one of the good things in your campaign that helped you keep it simple. One, you don't have all the doodads to try and do anything like what Ethan's doing, but because of the shipping limitation, you didn't go through all the hemming and hawing about how to do 2 books or adding on because it was already too heavy. So that sort of helped your favor in terms of keeping it simple, like Leroy described.
Yeah. And I've said this a couple of times that I actually made add-ons and then didn't realize I had to connect them to the perks. So the whole time there were no add-ons, and I thought there were, and I didn't realize that people weren't buying them because I didn't know where to go in and check. And then when I found out, I thought, oh no, I've got to put them on. And then I looked, it's like, no, I really don't want to put them on because that's just gonna like throw out my shipping like crazy. So it was a fortunate accident that happened. But no, look, I have no complaints whatsoever with how my campaign has gone and been received, and now for me, my focus is kind of 100% on the production of the thing, and getting it out to people, and then hitting them with the second campaign. That's sort of where I'm at the moment. Everything, as people have pointed out to me again and again, everything kind of does hinge on that second campaign coming, because then you sort of then you're really in the game, for real.
Yeah.
So that's what's keeping me up at night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't assume we'll be seeing many hardbacks from Australia.
No. That was off the table before anything began.
Right.
Maybe in the future, if someone sets up some kind of US home base for all of us, we can start thinking about that. But until that happens, let's put that one in the to-do pile. Billy,
did he freeze?
Poland, how was your weekend, Poland?
Car searching is terrible.
Did your car drink Foster's?
Yeah, that's basically what happened. So anyone that's ever said that buying a car is a nightmare, they were right. And I'm glad that I avoided it for as many years as I did.
Good. Oh, so what happened with what's his name? Joe. Sorry, Joe. Can't remember the name Joe. I would say that Foster's didn't do him in so much as for tonight, so much as Foster's did him in at one point, and there's been a domino effect that he still hasn't caught up back to real life yet. He's still somewhere in Neverland.
He may be in the waking dream of Foster's right now.
We did a 5-hour discussion thing about the.
Yeah, I think he in his review of Foster's in our private chat was something about the demiurge and a fountain in the upside down. So not real good. It's your turn, Poland.
Oh, is he? I thought he's about to respond to you. He's trying to be polite. Let the man have his word on this show. Yes, Todd's truth. Foster's can kill cars. Confirmed.
We can't change what's on the screen because he's in control of that.
Right. I'm astounded by this. I left on Friday and I've come back. I have not checked. I have not been on the internet very much. This is astounding. I cannot believe it. Oh, excellent. What up, chat? Yeah.
We've got 20
you
seconds.
You asked for me, and here I am, front and center.
All right. Let's just close it out here before anything else bad happens.
Oh yeah, Replicator's here. It's done. Goodbye.
Okay. Oh, Rob's here. Great. Yeah. Time to finish. Perfect timing. Let's do one last refresh. See what how much we got. Ethan here.
All thanks to Poland for traveling for the weekend, which metaphysically causes Ethan's success.
Oh, look at that.
We got him another 4 backers.
There you go.
Big pat on the back to us. Congratulations, us. Thank you guys for hanging out today. I think this has been a really fun discussion. These moments are they're so cool. These huge events, they don't come around often, but when they do, it just kind of solidifies everything that we're doing here, and how this is all growing. This is all growing, and there's this 3 years later, there's still so much excitement going around, and I'm so happy to see there's so many awesome people here in the chat as well. It's just so cool, to be a part of it like that. It's just really great. So, Hal, the sexiest chat in Comicsgate, you guys rock. And
speaking of solidifying, everybody pray for Joe. All right.
Pray for Joe. Yes.
Pray for Joe. Have a good afternoon.
Hashtag pray for Joe.
This is one of the best online communities I've had the pleasure to be a part of.
Absolutely.
And especially during the lockdown over the past 6 months, it's been a godsend to be in your company chat. And of course, my lovely panel as well.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Will we ever warm his ice cold heart?
No.
Do we want to?
Todd's Truth has it right. Smash that like, guys. This is a big crowd for us, so if you haven't subscribed, please do consider it. And we'll see you tomorrow. We've got a bunch of cool people lined up. We're going to have guests on the show. We're going to talk about their books and have a lot of fun. All right, guys.
Check out The Lucent.
And
great book.
Yes, check out The Lucent. I'll see you guys tomorrow.